My name is Mutulu Shakur. They call me Doc. I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine. I'm an acupuncturist. I am the stepfather of Tupac. I've been with Tupac from he was 1 year old on. And I'm his friend, his comrade. And I have been in relationship with Afeni Shakur, his mother, all of our political career. And she is the mother of my daughter, Century Shakur. Tupac's role with the new urban black male was a significant role in this period. And when I say this period, I mean the period between the individual's 80s and the opportunist 90s. Tupac represented the element of the community, the black male who was most maligned by most people. He represented a view, an opinion, and the struggle that that element of our community went through at that period. I think he did his best to show the world what he went through. And he did it artistically, he did it as a man, and he struggled with his own growth. And out of it came a wonderful human being, a person who did his best to present his views and the views of many other people. Well, I believe that his voice connected with so many people because he was of the people. Tupac spent a lot of time in the community. His growth between his mother's and my own involvement in the Black Liberation Movement, his development, early childhood development. We worked in the South Bronx. His mother worked at Bronx Legal Services, which was providing legal services for tenants who were being displaced, who were getting very negative housing. I worked at Lincoln Detox, which was an anti-drug program, and it was in the days where the community programs were very important and very massively involved. You know, with people who were involved, it was a people type thing. He learned a lot from the people, not from what was said by the people. He hung around with dope fiends, he hung around with gangsters, he hung around with oppressed people, he hung around with struggled people. People were struggling for things. He listened to the meetings, he was at all the meetings, you know, he was hanging. He was a part of that struggle as a young child, as he developed. And so he knew the people. And so as his creativity evolved, he was able to articulate those feelings and had his own feelings by suffering, not having food sometimes, and not living in the best home sometimes, and trying to catch a gypsy cab in Harlem or in the Bronx. You know, he did everything we did. You know, the rain, the snow, the no heat, the heat. You know, so he experienced what people experience, and a lot of us cannot articulate what we experience. A lot of times we're glad that someone else articulates it. So when Pac presents a piece, whether it be poetry or a rap or a song or just speak, people identify that because we all don't have that ability to represent our pains and our joys and our